Once again, we welcome you viewers on the program. It's Citizens, of course, Michael Adimodia of the program. Before we go straight into what we have this morning, we really need to greet our esteemed viewers, all our esteemed viewers, for their support yesterday. It was a very great celebration, the first year anniversary of City Stand. To all who donated, to all or those who called us, who sent us messages, we really appreciate. Honestly, we say thank you to you. May God continue to bless you. May God replenish your accounts in 100 folds. All right, Onyeze, how was it yesterday?
Quite very interesting. Good morning to everyone. It was a festive moment for us and for everyone. In celebration of 1 year anniversary of City Stand. And before I go on, I just want to use this opportunity to say a special thank you to Miss Tina. In fact, that kind gesture was something else. I never expected it, but it came. I say thank you and God bless you, ma. Bless your family. And to an extent, it added colors to our event yesterday. And I say again, thank you, Miss Tina. City Star celebrated 1 year anniversary, and to the greatest surprise for me, although we didn't see the crowd coming, till almost night. Something we started around 12 or thereabout, till late in the evening. So you can tell, it shows that people are watching. They know what is happening here. That it is something extraordinary, and those who supported us from abroad, from everywhere around the world, wherever you are watching us from, are supported, and those who are planning to support, I say thank you. Without it, we would not have been having that kind of swell time yesterday. Everybody, both those who know and those who don't know, people who are just coming, just tell you, the goodwill City Stand has enjoyed for a period of time. It have been on this platform, and of course, a lot of people said a lot of things. People aired their views, how they started, with City Stand, what their experiences with the founder itself. It was quite interesting, and we hope God will continue to give us that grace to continue to navigate, and with your support, I know more things, more better things are going to come our way.
All right, thank you so much, Onyeze. To all our supporters, all our contributors, to the viewers, every single person out there who has been part of this journey, we say thank you to you for your immense support, for your love, for your encouragement. Because everything is not all about money, not everything that money solves. But we need to say thank you to you for your kindness. They really showed us so much love on this platform. We say a big thank you to all of you. Mr. Vincent, how was the celebration?
I would say that if I were to be a German, I would say I feel irate. And I want to say that thank you to all the people that show some kind of benevolence to this stand, the city stand. And there's another that says that a journey of 1,000 miles start with a step. I think we have taken our own first year step in the journey of good and undocumented reportage on this platform. I want to say that thank you to all those people that stood by us and for giving us that opportunity to have a convivial atmosphere. I really had a swell time. I had a very good time. So do every other people that came yesterday. They all came. We never imagined the crowd that thronged the venue. Even those that were that we never thought that they knew about this, they all came in, and they were all well taken care of.
Even the Agberos.
Even all those bystanders too. Yeah. They all fell in. And I believe that that shows that that the spirit of brotherhood that really was at play yesterday. I want to say, especially of note, to Mrs. Tina K. Odulaja, Mrs. Esther, and every other, also every other person that cannot really, King Joagba, King Gary, the Palace of the Palace, and every one of them. They've been supporting Muki Great, Buki Astro, all the Amazons. Lady G always worthy of note of mentioning here too, because she has always, I always tag her the Amazon of the Amazon, because she has really proved that the milk of the ocean of kindness is greatly embedded in her heart. I want to say thank you to you all, and all those people that I cannot remember now, but that have been at the background also supporting this program. I say thank you to you all. Our God will continue to bless you. You all will continue to soar to greater heights in your various endeavors. And I believe that it is worthy of note to say, hallelujah, we are just, we have come this far.
All right, let's quickly see what we have this morning. Yesterday, the president honored the heroes of June 12th. This is what Nigerians have been clamoring for, and he actually did it yesterday. He addressed the joint session of the National Assembly yesterday, and there are reactions to what transpired there this morning at the stand, even in the country as a whole. Let's quickly look at the Guardian newspaper, what the Guardian is saying concerning this. This morning, President Nigerians differ on progress, impact 32 years after. Now we have another story here, which is about the Democracy Day. Tinubu honors Alex Ibu Kudirat Nwosu Akinyemi others with national awards. Tinubu honors Alex Ibu Kudirat Ofri Nwosu Akinyemi others with national awards. Now you can see the pictures of these heroes right on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. We have their pictures. On to the next one. June 12th, still on June 12th. Soludo Fashola Jega advocates electoral reforms, national rebirth. You can see this also on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. Now to the down part of the paper, International Day. International Day. Emergency services at risk, over 80% blood shortage in hospitals. Now to the Abiola family. What are they saying? Abiola family seeks legislation to institutionalize June 12th. Abiola family seeks legislation to institutionalize June 12th. Earlier accuses religious leaders of fueling insecurity in Benue State. This is coming from the governor of Benue State, Alia. All right, windstorm kills 6, injures 30 in Taraba. Now to another one, which is the Punch newspaper. What's the Punch saying this morning as regards the Democracy Day? June 12th. June 12th has always been a subject of controversy in the country. Now to the front page of the Punch newspaper, written boldly here, notes kudos as President Bola Tinubu honors June 12th heroes. It is right here on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Notes kudos as President Bola Tinubu honors June 12th heroes. This is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Now to another one, showing 58 others honored by the president. Showing 58 others honored. Sarowiwa Ogoni, 8 pardoned. Wow. Critics flay president for Umar Odumakin other commissions. All right, let's quickly see the picture we have here. We have some pictures here, and I can see the picture of President Bola Tinubu as well as Yeson Wike, the FCT minister. Also, not exempting Maria Mahmoud, minister of state FCT, to the commissioning of the newly constructed left-hand service carriageway of Outer Southern Expressway. You can see the projects that the FCT minister embarked on in Abuja. Here's some wiki Mr. Project, as it is called. The president yesterday conferred honor on June 12 Heroes. The last year Democracy Day, that was June 12, I think there were issues surrounding Humphrey Wosu. Any Nigerian said, especially from the Igbo side, that if you are honoring MKO Abiola, the late MKO Abiola, we believe Humphrey Wosu should also be mentioned as part of the people who died in the struggle of June 12 election. And the president has done the needful this time around by honoring Humphrey Wosu. How do you feel about it?
I don't know the kind of honor he's talking about, or just an award. We should look at. I think the INEC headquarters should be named after Humphrey Wosu. Beyond this, plaque he's giving to people. Look at the personalities that we are supposed to see that actually participated in the struggle of June 12. We are not seeing the likes of Gani Adams there. We are not seeing Joe Dumakin there. We are not seeing Dubisi Carlo there. We are not seeing, so many of them, Patu Tommy and the rest of them. We are not seeing their names there. But anyway, that's the decision of Mr. President, and to do that. But I think to an extent, we should look for national honor. Let them be immortalized. Let some certain institutions be named after them. I think to start with, than just giving them ordinary award. That for me, some of them do not their career and what they stood for is beyond just ordinary plaque, giving them award and all that, whatever it is, called national honor. But want to see some certain institutions, like I just said, somebody like Humphrey Wosu, the INEC headquarters should be named after him, at least to kind of immortalize him. But whatever reason he chooses to, honor Sarawa and the rest of them, I think that is okay for him, because there are still a lot of questions that need to be asked and they need to be answered, because we know, what actually transpired, what's playing out at the end of the day. So, and this issue has lingered for a very long time. I want to see some of these things, be handled properly. As we are talking about democracy, this is democracy. How do that honor award reflect in the leadership of Bola Tinubu? And that's the question we're asking, because most of these people here we're mentioning today, struggled and died, for democracy. And Nigerians themselves, has not been able to enjoy the full dividend, of democracy, giving the impact, their impact in the days of struggle, against the military rulers at that time. So there are important figures, there are important people we needed to see within that circle, but would you see them? Whether this one is politically motivated or not, but of course, for me, that's the decision of the president. But I still want to see that there are some figures there, need to be immortalized by naming them after one institution or the other.
Has he been able to settle the Igbos on that aspect of Humphrey Wosu?
No. That's what I'm saying. I disagree with what honor. We want to see INEC name something. We want to see INEC, headquarters named after. Then we know that not ordinary giving them award, giving them medals award. No, it does not make sense to me. And not only Humphrey Wosu, there are still other people within that circle, that should be named after an institution. But to start with, I think INEC headquarters should be named after Ofimosu.
Is it kudos to the president or a knock?
To me, to some extent, I would just say is kudos.
Okay.
I mean, it could do much more because the one that is of note, that is instructive in all this, is that that one that was being given to Professor Ofimosu. You know, Ofimosu used to be, he was a man that held sway as our INEC or the NEC chairman there, National Electoral Commission chairman there. And under his watch, we had the freest this country. And I want to believe that whatever needed to be done to him, to immortalize him, aside, giving him what? I think INEC as an institution should have, the president should have gone, should have labeled the INEC headquarters after Ofimosu, if he really believes in the ideals of a free and fair election. And I want to believe that aside that, it's not only immortalizing them, what are the lessons learned from that June 12th? And how can they be able to build more on it, so that we'll continue to have a semblance of a very good electoral body. I want to believe that much more still needed to be done in this regard. I want to say that the president, by and large, I think is on the right track.
All right, yesterday the president was accused of celebrating divided opposition in the House. Of course, the president is good at throwing gaps. Atiku is reacting to it this morning. Should the president of a nation, somebody governing over 200 million people, be celebrating divided opposition? Is it healthy for democracy?
Of course, people want victory. Let the opposition go and put themselves together. As simple as that. That's what it means. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I have seen their loopholes. I mean, I've seen the possibility maybe they are not going to make it at the end of the day. And then we can reacted too. You know, that the coalition is dead on arrival. You know, so we cannot be able to say what actually triggered Mr. President's statement on that. But I can tell you, you know, that in one way or the other, Mr. President have seen that, you know, of course, his hands and his fingers are already everywhere within the opposition political party. And of course, don't be surprised that it might be the brain behind the coalition to failure. You know, you understand? So Bola Tinubu can do anything in that regard to make sure that, you know, he's not just being disgraced from out of office. At least that his second term, whatever it takes, you know, he's going to make sure that he return to power 2027, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. So if he's saying that already, let's for the coalition now to go back to the drawing board and begin to look at themselves very well. Are they capable? They have what it takes, you know, to shake this jagaban of Asura? Then maybe from there they can be able to say, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. But for the president to be celebrating and even make that kind of statement, you know, I think the coalition need to, you know, really be careful, you know, on how they are going to factor the modalities for a powerful movement, a coalition that will unseat Bola Tinubu 2027.
I mean, that was an act of celebrating or encouraging political rivalry. But should the president on that kind of day, you know, and make such statements? Or was supposed to promote national unity?
You see, you know, there's, you know, in this part of the climb, throwing jabs anyhow, it has always become the norm in our political climate here. And when you look at the way things are being played here, you see, at times, most of them, they do go dirty, all in the name of trying to accentuate or rather firm up their position. The only thing that I would say that the lesson to be drawn in this statement is that is for those people, those actors, protagonists of this coalition movement, they should just go to the drawing board and do the needful. if they really want to wrestle power from the all progressive government. I want to believe that the president is doing everything to see that nothing come closer to his position, and that is why he's throwing that jabs. And throwing that jabs is also for the people in the coalition to also go to the drawing board and do the needful and see how they can counter it, and so that they can come back stronger than what the president expected them to be.
Some people saw his speech as a jab, partisan jab, all of that. But how would you describe his statement? He was supposed to do it the normal way of broadcasting live to Nigerians, but he had to address the joint assembly yesterday. So how would you describe this?
I think that we talked about it, and we are questioning the rationale.
Many expected more from him.
We're questioning the rationale why the president should jettison a national address, speaking to Nigerians nationally, apart from the U-turn to speak to the assembly. We are not saying that. They didn't come out to give us any excuse why the president decided, to forget about national address on June 12th.
And don't you think it was because he wanted to confer honor?
No, that does not align with the thing. There is more to that. No, there's more to that. I think he was properly advised, and I thank God he took that advice, because it would have amounted to repeating himself over and over again, because he knows in the recess of it, he has no scorecard. That's the fact. He has no scorecard. So what he needed to do is to look for a way, to bring these senators, or to bring the legislators, or to bring the House together, so that they can have, one-on-one on the spot blame or charts. Let me just put it that way, where everything they can be advised, and then some people can stand up and question Mr. President and all that. They'll be able to know what to do. For me, I believe that he was advised not to address Nigerians on that day, basically because he is likely going to repeat himself, and Nigerians that will bring another damage on his image, as the president of the country. And secondly, Bola Tinubu has every right of expression anytime, any day. We don't know what transpired. We don't know the kind of information within his speech. But Democracy Day has not been. There's no legislation on that yet. It has not been institutionalized. What we know is May 29. If we want to talk about that. So he has within that. We are not talking about May 20, at least Democracy Day or whatever they call it. So he has every right to express himself, politically and otherwise. I remember that statement he made was a political statement. It was not. It was directed to his enemies. Let me just use that word. People who are planning to, take him from office come 2027. So he's trying to tell them that, no matter what it is, if you are not careful, then I know what to do at the end of the day.
Mr. Vincent, was he able to address Nigerians from the National Assembly? Was he?
No, I don't think so. We expected a national broadcast. Initially, Nigerians were yearning for what he will have to tell us as a mass of people. Unfortunately, we didn't get that from him. Instead, Mr. President and his cohorts in that echelon of power now decided that they will be addressing the National Assembly. I don't know what could have informed such a decision. What I believe that maybe they are trying to save the president from committing more gaps in the public space. That is why they have chosen to lie low the aspect of that speech. Aside that, I want to believe that one should be able to, because there is no excitement in the land. And what is he going to bring to the board to tell Nigerians as to what he has done within the space of these 2 years? Even though we are being confronted on a daily basis of security challenges that is confronting Nigerians on a daily basis, you can see the people that have gone down the drain till today. Can they be resuscitated back to life again? Certainly not. Then what does he have? Is he going to tell us that he is trying to issue another machine order to the military to curtail all these excesses of these outlaws? But I don't really know what informed his decision to have a turnaround in addressing the nation. I think I believe that maybe he knew what he did, and I want to believe that till now the whole thing still remain is still a mystery to me as to why he failed to address Nigeria.
All right, let's quickly go to the comment section. We'll be very, very brief today. Like I said, before we commenced the program, but we need to get the views of our esteemed viewers on the platform this morning. And Victor Aguilera is saying that ordinary Nigerians have not enjoyed the best of life since the Babangida structural adjustment policy. Wow, that's sad, right?
Yes.
All right, we have also been saying, I'm sorry for you Nigerians. You're welcome, the Chima. Tinubu talks on presidentially. That was yesterday while delivering the speech. He said Tinubu talks on presidentially. It's coming from Uduzu Chima. David Okofor, MP Okofor saying that Nigerians will never forgive or forget the annulled election of Abiola, which Professor Nwosu announced to the whole world. Let's move on to another comment. Mr. Tinubu has nothing new to tell us. He has run out of excuses. David Okafor still here, saying Tinubu is not presentable or acceptable as the president of Nigeria. Okay, he said Tinubu is not presentable and acceptable as the president of Nigeria. Still on David Okafor's comment here, saying that Tinubu is like dash from the dash. All right, thank you so much. Baba Yaga, what did you guys expect to hear from Tinubu again? Any new thing we expected from Tinubu?
Yes, that's what we are. The media aid, everybody is silent, nobody's saying anything, but that's what was we are thinking, that there must be a reason why he dodged that national broadcast, because he will amount to repeat himself again and create more damage for himself at that level. So I think the media team was able to manage him properly at that regard. So the next thing he needed to do is to navigate to the assembly, where they had their normal unpresidential, like some gathering and all that, and everything was just being tabled there. Whatever it is, we have not seen any response from actually whether the Nigerian factor or the Nigerian economy or the way forward was actually discussed during that gathering with the assembly. All we hear now is that some people got on us and all that, of course. But that's okay. There's no problem with that. If that's what he chooses to do for himself, that's okay.
Williams Okameme in the United Kingdom, Tinubu is happy to see the political parties being in disarray. That shows that he is also happy to run the one-party system in Nigeria. Finally, he said he is not there to make anyone happy. I think you get to see the idea of one-party system yesterday. It's not in support of one-party system. But looking at his body language, somebody that said he's expecting more politicians.
But even if he's pushing that, Michael, yes, even if he's pushing for whatever in these guys, he can never achieve it. Yeah, there's no how Nigeria will collapse under one-party system. No matter the kind of, bros, forget it.
But in Obasanjo's regime, we're almost heading there.
In Obasanjo's regime was the beginning of the democracy, So a lot of things need to be put in place, And Obasanjo was not using it as a tool, like what we're seeing now. Look at the issue of Fubara is still there. They're talking about democracy. So for me, I think Mr. President, to an extent, is just trying to delay in a doomsday.
We also told the opposition parties that they should try as much as possible to settle internal crisis. That's the president for you. Settle your internal crisis, and one of the reasons why people are moving from one party to another party is just simply because of the feud or the crisis in the party. Just advise them to solve.
You shouldn't even claim victory of people moving to APC because you don't know what will happen next year. You shouldn't start showing that he's comfortable with what is happening now. You don't know what will happen end of the year. You don't know what will happen next year. These people you are seeing running up and I can decide tomorrow to go elsewhere. That is it.
You can debate again. Politicians. All right, moving on to another comment here. And now it's better to talk to the National Assembly than to talk to a camera recording. It's better to talk to National Assembly than to talk to camera recording.
You see, the National Assembly has always been a kind of an appendage or by extension of the executive. And there's nothing the executive will do, even in their recklessness. The National Assembly will always continue to back them up. And that is why you see that the proper ethos of democracy is not in operation. It's not visibly seen in this administration, whereby you see these the 3 tiers of government checking themselves. I want to believe that President Bola Tinubu has succeeded in whittling every power of opposition in this country. And because he has also succeeded in planting some molds in all these various political parties. That's why you see that the parties that are presently in operation now, they already have their hands full of challenges. And until then, if they cannot really come up stronger now till 2027, they will continue to roll on till next year before they can find their act. I think the president might as well be laughing away that yes, he's succeeding in his game plan. You know, I did mention on this platform that Tinubunomics should be embedded in our curriculum. As part of a study, you understand, in various schools, because he has been able to go to the heart instead of trying to infiltrate the entire political parties that are in operation. That is why you see that he's laughing at them that they should go and settle their internal democracy. Who wouldn't do that anyway? Because if you know that you want to farm your power, then you go at any length to see that only but the way it's been done here is becoming so it has taken up the garb of a desperado. You understand? Trying to, because I want to believe that his scorecard should have been the one that would have been speaking for him instead of going the other way, trying to macho everybody to toe the line of his objective.
All right, moving on. And now, it's not Tinubu's job to fix the opposition. Why should he help them when they are busy destroying themselves? On to the next one. Victor Aguilera, Bola Tinubu cannot pass an enhanced medical test. We have Tanimola Joseph saying greetings from the United Kingdom, Citizen and crew. I salute you guys for good job.
Good morning, Tanimola.
All right, we still have Pantman saying that China is running a one-party system. Making a respect office of President Bola Tinubu, this is coming from colleagues. Andrew Gundimi, when you don't have strong opposition party, that is one-party system.
Yeah, I concur. I concur.
Don't we have a strong opposition?
We don't have it for now. I stand to be corrected.
What about PDP?
PDP is already imploded already, and even his enemy as is presently constituted. I think they have to go back to the drawing board to do the needful and see that how they can come out of this their quagmire that they have found themselves. I want to believe that the APC they are not losing sleep over this, and they are trying everything to see that nothing comes closer to their position when the election is being called for in this country. And that is what they have already perfected the art so well. But the only thing I want to say is that even though they can be doing that, they still have the rest of the Nigerian masses to contend with. Because when we check the numericals is insignificant to the numbers of Nigerians that are already yearning for a change. And I did mention also that change comes in two parts. It's either planned or forced. I think that President Bola Tinubu should be wise enough to know that change is a constant operational factor in every clan.
All right, let's move on to another topic this morning. Okay, but before doing that, let me quickly look at a comment by Benga George. Benga George, Nigerian politicians are too greedy for one-party system. Everybody wants a slice of the big cake. Which politician wants to wait in line? Not many. Ureze Chima, talking to you. Mr. Tinubu, don't rule it out. Tinubu is power drunk. It's likely he will seek for a third term. He has been the governor of Lagos State since 1999. Michael. All right, solid man. Good morning to you. Someone said China is one-party system, but failed to tell us how China handled corrupt politicians. Nigerians like suffering and smiling. Now, away from this, let's quickly look at what the son of the late politician, Chief MKO Abiola, said about Ibrahim Badamosi Babangida. He said he's claiming that he's not the one that annulled the June 12 election. It's just tales by moonlight. That's just the story that he actually did.
Well, who is talking about that?
Abiola's son.
That he's the one that annulled the 12 election.
IBB actually annulled the election, not Abacha. You know, IBB said it's Abacha.
Let me tell you, he can say anything, but I know that these two people are involved, you know, and Abacha and IBB are the two major actors, you know, that should be held responsible. Whether he's talking from the inside, that he had the privilege of information that it was, you know, IBB that did that. Well, this man is saying that I'm not the one, Abacha, you know, and there are reasons to that. But that is what is supposed to be. We have not actually got clear. If IBB is in power as at the time that election was annulled, he is the one. If Abacha is in power as at the time the election was annulled, he is the one. That is my take on that. There's no need of, you know, sniffing around to see, you know, whether it is correct or not. The person who is the they call themselves military president. What they call themselves as at that time. They don't. No, they don't say no head of state. They say they don't want head of state. They are military president. That's what they call themselves. You know. So the person that's in charge as at that time is the one. Yes. Because he cannot tell me that somebody who is outside power will come and tell you to do this and you obey it. But let me just say something here very clearly. You know, for those who are afraid of one-party structure, Nigeria is already running one-party structure in terms of governance, in terms of everything. You know, because everything is being centered in Abuja. So it's a one-party system. It's a one-party structure we are running here in Nigeria, because we have not been able, you know, to look at that direction very well. So if you are talking about coalition, like we are talking about now, we have over 100 million Nigerians who are going to be part of that coalition. And it's a big threat. So for now, if he cannot be able, for me, I don't think Abiola's son can be able to substantiate, you know, that proof, because we have had the story, the other side of the story from, you know, IBB saying this is actually, you know, what happened, and they are in the system, you know, and they know. They should be able to know what happened, even though most of the things they are saying, you know, is between them, both of them, to know who actually, you know, was behind it or who actually carried out the mission.
Now, Mr. Vincent, was the IBB trying, or is it trying to rewrite history by blaming Abacha for the annulment of June 12 election?
You see, IBB is only being economical with the truth, because he was in the service of power when that the freest and the best election I ever had in this country was annulled. And to also corroborate my statement is that as a leader, you have to be held accountable for all those actions and inactions while you hold sway as the leader in any position. I want to believe that he's only trying to curry favor from the Nigerians in order to just to, have their conscience tilted towards him in a good light. I want to believe that IBB is only being economical with the truth. He are not the freest and the best ever had election in this country, and he should not be coming now. He should not come out and start telling us this thing, because I want to believe that either he likes it or not, posterity will also judge him. And I'm also saying that everybody, after doing whatever we need to do on this planet Earth, we all go back to our Father in heaven. Then we should all be accountable for our stewardship here on earth. I think that IBB is only be economical with the truth. I want to believe that also that I want to just talk on this thing again, that the question of running one party states in Nigeria, though he is trying to muzzle everything to see that though he tends to give us an impression that he is done in the garb of a Democrat, but in all reality, he is done in the garb of an autocrat. And I want to believe that what he's trying to do can never see the light of the day, because Nigerians are too smart for the kind of politics that they want to bring to the fore. And also, I want to also use this media also to give kudos to the Abia State Governor. Oti is doing wonderfully well. And I like on the story of recent, where he is trying to institute a kind of a pension thing for the aged in that state. And this is a state that has already suffered a lot of deprivation in terms of infrastructure. This is a state that you see all the, especially the notable areas in Abia, the Aba side, where that is always noted for commercial activities, being littered with all sorts of bad roads and refuse waste. And you see what it's doing very, very well. And this is what we are saying, that the leadership is about responsibility. Be accountable to the people. I think, I hope that it's not going to, douse that energy that he has put into governance. And I want to say my kudos to him. And if you ask for my candid opinion about such a person, that such a person should be the one ruling this country, because he knows what he has gone to governance to do.
And we have someone like Alex Oti in the country.
Of course, there are so many of them like Alex Oti, just that by one way or the other, we have not been able to allocate them because of the system. I said it always that one of the major problems Nigerians are having is leadership. How do we build institutions that can give us good leadership? Like we have the INEC, we have the Nigerian judiciary. But you can look at these people now. I look at Jega that destroyed the democracy in Nigeria, coming to talk about reforms again. So you can see Nigerian leader, we've not gotten it. See, any day we get a better leaders in our institutions and the presidency, Nigerians will smile. Even if it was 6 months, they will experience something different. You want to tell me that all the years that got spent as the INEC chairman, with all the loud cry, he's coming back to tell Nigerians that we should back on electoral reform. I have to tell you how funny it is, But let me just say this: there's a lot of pressure now on Alex Oti and to shift ground. But my candid advice for him is that he should remain where he is. If he feel that he want to leave Labour Party to APC, according to Ojuzo Carlo and the Deputy Speaker Benjamin Carlo, well, that is for him, and that is for him and the other people to decide at the end of the day. But I want him to remain where he is, and continue whatever he feel is the best for Abia people, because for some time now, Abia people have not been able to have a single governor who can be able to do the little things we are seeing now. Alex Oti is doing. We are not going to praise him 100% because that is his job. If he tries to do it, that is his own business. But the little ones we are seeing he is doing, I think, to an extent, it's a plus for him, and it's also a plus for the Abia people.
All right, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your contribution this morning. We need to appreciate Mr. K. Odulaja, K. Odulaja, who blessed some of the reviewers with some of 20,000 naira each. Where is Oluwawan? Because
Oluwawan is not here.
Not out.
Oluwawan is
Oluwawan is just like Oluwawan. Ase, look at Ase over there.
Over there, I didn't know.
Money go. Ase, Mr. Kunle.
Kunle is here. And Mike,
Mr. Mike, gentleman Mike.
Thank you.
That's Mr. Kunle now this morning. All right, thank you so much. We need to appreciate it.
K. Odulaja, God bless you. Thank you.
So much.
We are all here together, and God will continue to bless you as you continue to extend your lovely hand of charity. It will not cry. You will remain blessed forever and ever. Amen.
All right, Auntie Mrs. Tina will bless you
with some of 100,000 naira.
Thank you to you, Mrs. Tina.
They will
also support
Thank
you so much. God bless you. All right, Mr. Kule, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
You come on board, sir. Good morning. I wanted to have just two people program this morning. Sorry about that. We just have to do the next one again. Yes. Ben Jack spread that information. He passed the information. Yeah. Just wanted two people for the program before, but let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. All right. K. Odulaja, bless you. Some of friends starting.
Yeah, God bless you, Mr. K. God bless you. God bless your generation to come. You never know. Thank you for remembering me. So much love.
Yes, I'm saying good morning to our global viewers all over the world. Yes, we are welcome to Global Assistant this morning. I'm saying good morning to our global anchor and to our CEO, global CEO of Global Assistant, Mr. Mechanical, and particularly Mr.
K.
Odulaja, who blessed us yesterday. Excellent. I'm a beneficiary of that money. Yes, I'm just saying it.
The one that I was giving to you yesterday was from me. Just to support everybody too. Out of what I got from the party. So that's what I shared to people after the celebration, all of that.
Okay. May God bless you, Mr. Mike.
And then you can bless me if you are too. They are the one that did it.
Okay. And then the man that really blessed us for the hosting of the 1 year anniversary, Mr. Adedeji.
Yeah, Mr. Adedeji. Some of our
viewers,
all of them.
May God bless you in so much. May God replenish everything you have spent to us. You are most welcome to Global System. That's the minimum of this global life status. Yes, that's the minimum status of this platform. And you are most welcome. Yeah, we are blessed.
How was the experience like yesterday? So sorry.
I want to thank all our viewers, and I want to thank, I call him our director, Mike, because the way he hosted us yesterday. And I want even to thank your sister, who brought a great surprise. She decorated everywhere, and you were not even aware. Because of the anniversary, she decorated it. It was a surprise.
She's not my sister, not my blood sister. She's the owner of the place.
So she decorated it everywhere. We ate yesterday. We drank to our test. We eat to our test. I say thank you to all our sponsors and Mr. Mike for the way you organize it. Like marginalization, everybody was satisfied. To God Almighty be all the glory in the name of Jesus.
And the particular woman that gave us somebody really.
I need to appreciate that lady preacher all the way from Ghana.
We have done well yesterday. Very good yesterday. God bless
Mike. He said she really tried. Somebody blessed you this morning with the sum of 20,000 naira. K. Odulaja, we need to appreciate
K. Odulaja. Oh, Mr. K. Odulaja, I appreciate you. May the Lord Almighty bless you and your family. May the Lord give you more years and a very good health. May He grant you peace of mind, peace in your family, and may He continue to replenish your pockets for the way you are sustaining us and remembering us in this hardship that is going. But you are making it easy. May the Lord Almighty bless you more and more In the name of Jesus, amen.
And thank you for digging us out among the blessed one for your son. Thank you for digging us out, especially Ansi, especially me. We have been somehow sidelined a bit, but thank you for remembering us. We thank you for being there for us.
God will remember them too.
Very much. God will remember you.
Yes. All right, let's. Oh, sorry, we can't take you this morning. We can't be here this morning. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay, you're okay. No problem. All right, say hi to Mr. K or Dulaja. He has blessed you with some of 20,000 naira.
God will bless you. Good morning. God will continue to bless all of you. God, you will never lack in Jesus' name. Your children will never lack. And anything you are doing, God hand must be there, and God will prosper you forever in Jesus' name.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's continue what we're doing here. All right, you saw what happened yesterday when the president was addressing the joint National Assembly. The president was throwing jabs and all of that, and knocked for doing that on that great day. How would you describe it?
He said, Mr. President has said the truth to the opposition parties. Yes, that's true. They are contesting paper from him. He has told them, I will not help you put your house in number one. And it's even to my best enjoyment to see that you are in disarray. So yes, I will do that for you. I'm putting your house for you. And I'm not opting for one party rule. I watched the news. He has said that. Then he also went further to explain that the economy has recorded growth of 2.5 million, 2.5%. I think about last year or so, some quarters, and this year is about 4% growth. Okay, but where I had issue with the president is that so much growth he's talking about does not transform to development in the life of Nigerians. Yes, Mr. Mike, that's the truth. The growth so-called recorded in the economy, where is the development of it in the life of Nigerians? Cost of living is extremely very high. He said it's beginning to yield fruits in terms of growth of the economy. Where is transformation of it in the life of Nigeria? It is not yet reflecting. So the so-called growth you are recording in the economy, if it does not reflect in the development in the life of Nigerians, it's not to talk about. Anyway, but that's what he said. That's what he claimed, and that is on top of the situation where we should join hands with him. All right. And I also want to, among those things he did yesterday, that he announced yesterday was those, national award he gave to posthumously to those who were in the vanguard of the recommendation of June 12 election, like Ubani, Fasheun, many of them who are dead, and the little ones too, Chika, Falano, and the rest of them. That's the only thing I give kudos to Mr. President for. Everything he has said is just what I've been saying before. But that honor he gave to those who are dead, who are vanguard, who are the frontliner, who are the people who champion the revalidation of June 12 election, like I said, and the present one. These are the things I give kudos for him. Every comment he make about the political matter, about economic matter, is the normal thing I've been saying. If you say there's a 3-4% growth in the economy, where is the development in the life of people? The cost of living of people are still very, very high. So I don't see the development in the life of people. If you begin to tell me that he said price of foodstuff has come down, is it all price of foodstuffs? How many of the foodstuff has come down? If it's only rice, what about other food items, really ingredients, has it come down? What about ammunition cost? What about electricity cost? Other basic things that touch the life of people. That's not the president in any. So as far as I was concerned, I don't give you kudos for it, but only thing I give you kudos for is the award he has given to past heroes and current past heroes and present living heroes of June 12 election of democracy. That's the only thing I give him top for. But as far as the economy is concerned, well, he said he has economic growth. They don't see that development in the life of people.
Mr. Kule, should the president celebrate the divided opposition?
Yeah,
especially on the democracy day?
There shouldn't be any much of flamboyant celebration. There shouldn't be a celebration that will make people, because as it is now, the country is not really on the right stage as it is. When you remember that a lot of our brothers have been killed all around the nations, and we want to look at what are we celebrating. Are we celebrating the death of the people that have died, of the non-state actors that have been killed unnecessarily? And you see, what is there in this country now is, I keep saying, an agenda of what's it called, the same Fulani oligarchy. I'm talking of the Fulani oligarchy that has that agenda of let's us get these people punished. And how do they get you punished? They go on into your farms and demolish your farm, you know, and bring it down so that I mean, it will be more easier for them when they want to attack you and you know, aspect. And that is why there could not be any media, what's it called, the message to Nigeria, because the way Nigeria is now, we ought to all sober for what is going on with this country. And let me now go back. You know, the nations, the situation we have now is somebody is trying to repair what has been damaged for a while, and some people are still standing to destroy it. Who are the people standing to destroy it? They are the Boko Haram of this world. They are the ISWAP of this world. They are all these terrorists, bandits of this world. And how do you expect a country like Lakurawa? Yeah, Lakurawa, thank you very much. Those are the non-state actors, terrorists that now ought to be existing in the states. And you know, when you're fighting a battle, you spend a lot of trillions of naira is going into that battle they are fighting. With all this, when you kill one will rise up again. When you diminish one, another one will rise up again. I think, and it's an agenda. It's an agenda. So the way everything is now, the president himself has to be sober and go back to the drawing board and re-strategize, because as it is now, you know, it's a collective security, is a collective effort of every Nigerian, right? But what are we doing? We left the president, you know, is more or less your neighborhood. See any strange thing you see and you call on the, you know, like the state police will even help us. When we each, every one of us have the state police, I think it will bring security closer to us more. And I think Mr. President should be working on that, because he made mention of state police agenda. When we get that, I think we'll be able to get our, self right. But about the king, about the hunger, let these people that perpetuating that issues, I'm talking of the Fulanis, they want to, they are bringing majority of the food to the south here. And it's so ashamed that we ourselves, we are not really into farming actually. You know, it's you know, we are not into farming. Yes. The generation that brought us up, they went into farming and they used farm products to train us then. So how come we become lazy overnight, including myself? I have to say that, including myself. So when I'm saying I'm hungry, I don't have to, I should be ashamed of myself. Crying out, say I'm hungry. What do you expect a 2-year-old boy to be saying? So it's a shame on another Nigerian that is saying he's hungry. What do the generation we born now, what do you expect them to be saying? I mean, it's so disastrous, and I don't know, but there can still be a rebirth. There can still be a rebirth for we Nigerians, especially we people on the ground now, that they set our ages now.
All right, at the National Assembly yesterday, you honored some heroes of June 12, yes, likes of Kudirat, Nwosu, Humphrey, Akinyemi, was that a good move?
Mr. Mike, those who are in the vanguard of revitalizing that annulment, who stood firm that government of Abacha, okay, Babangida, so to speak, must annul that election. They are the people, they are the heroes, they are the people that are in the trenches in Aru and Co. and the rest of them. Of course, those who have been on a long time ago. Yes, they are the heroes of that event. And now they have passed on. I mean, it's a good thing that their name is brought to remembrance in the way of being honored. And that which he did yesterday is a perfect good something that I thumbs up for him. It's a good development. That those who are past heroes, who fought for this team that celebrates today, even though they are gone, they must be honored, we must remember. And honor was pronounced on their name. They received by a member of their family. And those who are still living, Wole Soyinka was also honored
Bola was also honored in the list I saw yesterday in the news. So those ones that still living yet, of the people who advocated for that election to be de-annulled. So it's a good development that Mr. President has done. Apart from that, there are other category of people he honored too. But the most important thing is that those who fought for this cause we celebrated yesterday, June 12, is good at whether dead or alive. If their name is brought to remember, it's a legacy for generations unborn to learn about, to read about, to know that sometimes ago these are the heroes who stood for a particular cause and they are being recognized and honored by the state. It's already a gazetted matter now in the public issues, public matter. You see as a gazetted matter that so people who are the heroes, that Ubani and Co were the heroes of social events, and the state recognized their efforts and they were recognized, they were honored. It's a good development. So I thank Mr. President for doing that. Like I said now, there's other areas of things. So it's a good development that those living and dead heroes of June 12 were recognized and honored by the state, for which he has the capacity to do that. It's only one that can do that. He has a prerequisite for conferring honor, state honor, national honor, of the citizen trophy. And the Ogoni that he gave presidential pardon to, yes, because as far as they are concerned, they remain a convict until he gave them a state pardon. So that state pardon he gave to 9 Ogonis activists, environmental activists, is a good development. That's another thing that I thumbs up the president for yesterday.
All right, please, Antnam, please stop attacking people in the comment section. We don't want that on that platform. We don't want it on the platform. Respect people's opinion there in the comment section. There's somebody at the back end that sees what is going on. If care is not taken, it will take action. I don't block people. I don't do it. But there's somebody that is always at the back end that sees the activities in the comment section. And if care is not taken, it will do the needful. I'm just saying it. Please try to respect people's personalities, respect their opinions on the comment section. Very, very important. All right. Thank you. I respect people a lot. But when it's getting to the extreme, I don't want to say anything. Yes. Please. Thank you. You're trying to say something.
Yes, so about the democratic system now, that the June 12th, I think the honor should go to who is honor due to. With the likes of Humphrey Wosu, who happens to be the best empire, one of the best empire that we can never had. With at the gunpoint in which they placed on his head that he should stop counting the election, stop counting. The guy still resisted. He insisted them. I think it will be the best of the best after our Ovio whiskey that we had earlier. And I can say those are the real people to be honored. You look at Ubani too. Ubani, he sacrificed his life during that June 12 struggle, and he later lost his life on a bus crash when they were moving from one area to another area. So Ondo to Ondo then. I think those are the real people that are really Democrats and they are really fought for the June 12. You talk of the likes of Shoyinka that was fighting from outside, and you talk of who else do you want to say than the Ghanaian of this world and Falanos and the Ezeko men and Agbakoba, you know, they are just too many. Our responsibility fashion, and they were all that still snowball into doctrine of necessity when the cabal we're talking of wanted to ousted Jonathan, that he cannot succeed. Yaradua as of then. You see, to see the calculation that these state actors are bringing on the table for us in this country. That is why the country can never, be in the right position it's supposed to be, because some state actors are ready to be drawing us back, and we are ready to move forward. But I don't know how we can separate that. We can take care of that lacuna that's been created already from the Usman Danfodio conquest agenda. So to me, let me rest my case on that, my brother.
All right, is Ibrahim Badamosi Babangida trying to rewrite history by putting blame on the late Sani Abacha that he annulled the June 12th election?
Mr. Mike, it's a livable statement to hear that from Ibrahim Badamosi, a man that we know that is in control of his government, firm grip of the government. Nobody dares him. Nobody look at his face to tell us that in his so-called written book, that Abacha is the one responsible for annulment of the election. When you are the president, commander-in-chief, he calls himself the president now. The box stops on the table. Whatever he has to go, we go. Whatever he has to stop, we stop. He said, only to say that he regretted not disarraying Abacha before he left the entire government to Senegal. So Babangida is just telling lies. It's not truthful. It's not saying the truth. Instead of him to open up and then even say, you know, apologize to MKO, you know, apologize to Yoruba people. Who cares for his apology? He's suffering for consequences of what he did, and he's going to suffering for it from this already. So the blood of people that was shed on the streets of Lagos and every places where the demonstration took place, where the other army had to come and crush the people who are demonstrating against annulment of 212. The blood is speaking for him. It's speaking against him. Yes, because if you commit and if you commit a bloody something that took people's life, and you refuse to honor and send apology to people and confess that sin before God for forgiveness, then you are bound to face punishment that will come up. Anyway, it's very good to be. So Babangida is going to be held for that annulment. Let's not pass block. Let's not blame to another person. Abacha is never in any show, in any place to determine what Babangida will do. Can Abacha dictate Babangida when he was president? Who dares do that? Abacha has no such power. It's Babangida that annul that election. Only is afraid. Is a coward to open up and accept the responsibility of the atrocity the crime he has committed. Whether he open up, whether he accept it or not, nemesis will catch up. Justice will be done. Divinely right here on earth, and after he leaves this earth, so nobody should believe Babangida. He is the one who is the culprit for that annulment. He's going to be held responsible, not Abacha. Whether he own up or not, God is in control. I will take care of that as I'm concerned. So nobody should believe Babangida. The whole team responsible is one responsible for it, and not shift the blame. That's about another person to Abacha.
All right, sir. The advice I would like to give to commenters in the comment section: if you know you are not okay with someone's comment, can't you ignore? Ignore. And I respect people a lot. I respect people. Udeze Chima, that statement, the statement you made now, that you will exit, you leave the channel for him alone, you exit. You've made this statement like 4 times, and I've been keeping quiet over it. I don't welcome such statements. That's the wrong statement. Are you threatening me or what?
That's a threat.
Look at the comments. Kingari made here. Look at what he commented there. You did it the last time. I kept quiet. You did it some weeks ago. I kept quiet. I get report from you, from people about you too. Have I for one day attacked you or threatened you? No, that's wrong. I've been taking it. That's wrong. You exit. You exit. You exit. Why are you telling that?
No threat now. You shouldn't threat anybody now. Don't threat anybody.
Look at the way Kingari treated the issue.
Yes.
Am I Antnam? And Antnam too is writing on the comment section that Michael, look at it. Do you want to turn your distance to that he never attacked anybody? And I can't see all the comments there. I can't. Should we block the comment section? Should we close it or what? If you see something that is not okay with you, you do what? Ignore the person. Let the person.
You must have the big heart to tolerate other people's opinion. I mean, I don't know.
At some point, let me just don't let me call the person's name. You reported some people to me.
Yes.
The way they bully them, they do this, and I really even attack them. I only advise. But you say you leave you leave the channel for we both will leave the channel. That's a wrong statement to make. That's a wrong statement.
Igbo celebrated with us yesterday. On one or two, the African journalist said many Chinedu and the rest of them. This is not a tribalistic channel, and the man anchoring does not give tribalism to anybody. He anchors his professional
human being as well. He's been writing such statements. Sometimes privately we just send it like that. What was this? And I've been avoiding disrespecting him.
Yeah.
That's a wrong statement. I don't take it.
It's a threat. Don't trust anybody.
He's always a non-stable, and he always comes first, and they give him that time, and we respect this because
I've never seen that Chinedu is the always person that always speaks there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's not an Igbo, right?
We always kill behind him, but we never say,
And please respect people in the comment section.
Yes.
Please, and please, for the last time, respect people in the comment section. I'm not one person, no. I don't want issues. I mean, you can make your contribution without insulting people, without attacking people.
So
It's as simple as ABC. Contribute in a mature manner.
Yes.
Respect people's opinion. You know.
that's not it. Don't call them. Don't insult them. Don't cause them. It's not good. It's not.
No, I'm a human being.
Sometimes you need to call a spade a spade. Yeah, you need to call a spade a spade. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
About the IBB, about the IBB, Mr. Badamosi Babangida, Ibrahim Babangida, you know you are on your departure lounge, right? On departure lounge, you are in your Haiti. All the atrocity that has been committed, where it was when you were in governance. You annulled that election, and you are putting the blame on another person, Abacha. Abacha is no more alive, and I think you are just economical with the truth. Mr. Badamosi Ibrahim Babangida, the respect I have for you has been diminished. Please, because you put us to where we are today.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
Gentleman Mike, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks to our viewers across the country.
Okay, you're trying to say something the other time.
Yes, I was talking about, the outburst that we just had. I was talking about the fact that we must understand that we are of different backgrounds. And that is why we must respect ourselves on whatever platform that we are operating from. We appreciate every of our respondents across the world. We know we have a fan base that's so committed and so supportive on this platform. But please, we must make our points without attacking people, just as Michael said, without insulting people, without going personal about encroaching into people's space and all of that. Our comment, our opinion will always be diverse. That is the truth. The way I see things might be different from yours. That will always be there. But it should not come with insult. It should not come with attack. It should not come with ethnic coloration. And I think those are the areas we must put a check. That particular person, Aunt Nan or there, but I followed.
We still have people supporting him in the comment section.
Definitely, you will have.
That's it. That's why I said ignore.
You understand? We were in this country in the days of Abacha. As draconian as that administration was, about 1 million people were ready to march on the street of Lagos for Abacha and all of that. So we always have divergent opinion, as I've always maintained. But please respect each other. There should be no ethnic or tribal sentiment in our responses. Please, we appreciate all of you.
Yeah, good morning. Good day, Chima. Good morning, Ototoma. Good morning, the king himself, the palace Oba. God bless you all. Good morning to Mickey Great. Good morning to grandfather himself, the grandfather, the father of the City Global Stand. And good morning to T-Penny. Am I right? That's Quick Penny, yeah. Quick Penny. God bless you. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. And good morning to all of you. We love you as you love us. May God bless. I remember only humble self. Good morning, Baba himself. Good morning. Yeah. We spoke yesterday. Good morning. Thank God it's Friday. Yes. God bless you. Good morning, everybody. Whether I mention your name or not, you are very, very much important to us. And we value you and we respect you. God bless you all. Remember, Biafra one evangelist.
All right, moving on. Antnam, please. Won't tolerate any comments that insult people on that comment section. Please. please, put to check what you are sending on the comment section. This is not a joke. And now, please, let's each other there. All right. Democracy Day.
It was yesterday. A day that will not just go off our memory just like that. That will continuously do what comes to play. And it is a day that I remember with one statement which I grew. It was part of what I grew up with. I step aside. A statement of I step what? I step aside. And it was a day to remember again when an Igbo man offering was sacrificing humbly himself to announce MKO Abiola as the clear winner of 1993 presidential election in Nigeria. And I remember that same 1993 because I will not forget so soon. Abiola Pure Water, that was then in the East. Abiola Pure Water. Yes, many things played regarding to this election come that went 1993. I cannot forget. And that June 12 nullification by who? Ibrahim Badamosi Babangida. And I will not forget because he played again. It was as a result of the nullification that paved way for interim government in person of Shaniko. Just let me say 1 year president of Nigeria. You understand? We have 1 year president. Agbada president, 1 year Agbada president. So when you made mention of June 12, it reminds me so many things. You understand? So I cannot just throw it away. And I remember that June 12 remind me again when Igbos run, many Igbos returned home, which at the end of the day, they were asked to return back, not all that returned back after that incident of June 12. So when you made mention of June 12, so many things comes into my memory.
Mr. Mike.
Yeah, democracy.
Yesterday's speech. How do you feel about it?
For me, what stands out in the presidential speech, or all that transpired in Abuja yesterday, was the honor he gave to the memories of those who struggled during the June 12 issues. For me, a lot. Some of the people that spoke earlier have talked about the known activists that were honored yesterday, the likes of Falano and the likes. I want to dwell more on the unknown guys that struggled during that period. Nobody even know their names any longer. Some of them were killed by the bullets of the military at that period. We on the street. You just be walking there and you see cops on the street and all of that. Those unknown guys that sacrificed their life, that paid the ultimate price during the June 12, 1993 issues, are the ones I want to salute. I want to salute them. I want to remember their memories. They could not be honored, unfortunately. Nobody knows them. We may not even be able to know their names and all of that. But they can't be taken out of that equation. I was in the secondary school when during the 93 problems, and I remember vividly when those protesting came to our school and posted the gate open with the picture of IBB in their hands raised up, and we were asked to follow the protests as it were, and I followed the protest to some extent before I later returned home. I was just thinking. I could have been part of the casualties. Despite the fact that we all knew what was happening then. Soldiers on the streets everywhere, shooting indiscriminately at some point and all of that. So I want to honor the memories of those guys that we don't know their names, but we're part of that struggle, Michaels.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. We need to go this morning. Doing that, like I said the other on, we should just try as much as possible to respect people's opinion. There are people sending messages via WhatsApp regarding what is going on now. So people say, don't block Antina. They are sending me messages about 6 to 7%. They're sending messages. And some people are against the chamber, some people are for this. You know, so how do you treat such situation? You know, how do you? Well, it is well. It is well.
I understand, Michael. It's like you are in the middle of the whole.
In the middle of the ocean. Yeah. And I don't know who Udeze are attacked in the past that has writing that don't mind Udeze. Don't mind Udeze. Udeze attack Udeze did that. These are people too talking about. There are people too supporting now.
And that is why we must continue to appeal to every one of them. Every one of them. We love everybody on that platform. But people whose space must be respected. People whose core value mustn't be attacked, as we saw in the past. And I think that's the area people need to be cautious.
And I believe that now we do the needful. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. God bless you. I really appreciate your contribution. We have to go this morning. All right, viewers all over the world. Thank you for joining us. We shall be here tomorrow by God's grace. All right. Bye.
Yeah, welcome. No. You don't send now. Not me. Not me. You see. Yeah, you send now.
You can tell your advocate ideology.
I don't